Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can add a Stripe button to your landing page or sales page in Mailerlite if you don't have the paid version. Now, if you've got the paid version of Mailerlite, you can integrate Stripe with Mailerlite and you can add a paid button. You can add a payment button on your landing pages. But if you don't have the pro version, there is a bit of a cheeky workaround. So I'm going to share my screen with you now. What you want to do first is you want to go into Stripe and you want to create a product. So this will be a product for whatever you're selling on your landing page. So for example, if I was selling my breadcrumbing workshop, I would do this, breadcrumbing, and you can go into a lot more detail. Of course, you can enter your description and do a price. Of course, if you upload images or anything like that, it's going to look so much better. And then at the top right, click on Save Product. Just wants me to log in again. There we go. There we go. So it wants me to save the product. So there you go. I've created that product. And then if we go here, we can put, so if we go back to all products and click on the product, see there it will say use with checkout. So you can see here that it has a code which you can actually embed onto your sales page that will add a button for you. So it seems like it's going to be really, really complicated, but I promise you that it isn't. So if we come off of there and go into Mailerlite, and let's just go into the site that we want to do. So here's one I've already put it on. I've put it on my downloadables tripwire. Like I always say, this is an old Mailerlite account. I don't use these anymore, but I can show you how I can do it. So you can see here, it says this placeholder is not available in preview mode. This is where I've got the button. So if I click on that, you can see that it has HTML code in there. That is what we've just copied over from Stripe. So what you need to do to be able to do that is we add a block. So if we save this and we go into blocks and you scroll down, so everything is done on the right hand side, you scroll down and you will see that you have the option to add HTML code. I can't add a payment button with Stripe because I don't have Pro, but I can add HTML code. So if I pull that over to there, it will say not visible in preview mode, but I can go back to Stripe, copy that code, hit on copy, I just like hit it a couple of times just to be sure, come back over and paste, and that will come in there. And so if I hit save, while you won't be able to see it in preview mode, it will be available when you make the page live. So if I put save and update, so it already had a button top and bottom. So I will show you what I mean when I open it up. If I copy that URL and I open it quickly, oh, let's just open it on a new page. There we go. You can see that it is open. And then it has the checkout pages right there. Now, these were the original ones. These are the new ones that I've added. So this is where I've added a new one. So you can see it's not the color that I want, and it's not in the center where I want it. So if I go back to Mailerlite, I go back to editing the page, and this is where it can get a bit complicated because you do actually want to change the actual, so let me delete that one because we don't need that one. There we go. So this is where we want to change the HTML, sorry. So if you look here, you will see it has a background color. So we need to change that. So this is where you would type in your hex code. So if I go into it on here, you'll see that the hex code is different. So if I go in and I copy that, and you will see it says FF4A9B, that's my color code. So if I go in, I can copy and paste that over. Click V, there you go. So that, if I hit save, will go and change it in there. Now I can also change the text that is written on there. So I don't want it to say checkout. I want it to say buy now. So again, that will change it on the new thing. So again, I'll just hit save and update, because I keep saving it all the way through. I think that is really, really important that we do that, that we keep saving it. Again, if I copy that URL, I'm going to close that window and I'm going to paste it now. You'll see that it now says buy now and it's pink. So then all we want to do is move it over. So again, I'm going to go back into edit, and we will just change this URL. So I'm going to look at the one that I've already done, because sometimes we put it in a different place. So you can see there, create a button, it says center. So I'm literally, and it's just the little arrow things, don't know the technical term for it, but it's center, spelt the non-English way. So I'm just going to copy and paste that. But if you didn't have it, you could just go in and type it. I'm going to edit that, and it was in front of here. So if I do it in here and just type center and go in there, so I could have pasted it again, save and update. I'm going to copy and paste that page, and then I'll show you what it takes it out to. So I'm going to copy that URL, I'm going to close that window, open a new one. There you go. And if I click on buy now, it will open a Stripe checkout, so they can go and pay on Stripe. Now, the only thing of doing it this way, like I say, it's great, you can get it on your landing page, is it doesn't then automatically doesn't automatically go in Mailerlite to send an email. There's no automation set up. So that is the bonus of having the paid version, because if you had the paid version, you could then set up an automation that if somebody had bought a product, it would start off an automation. But there are ways that you can do that. There are programs called things like Zapier, and they actually connect the two for you. But if you're doing something where they don't actually need anything sent to them, you know, if it's not through a downloadable or something like that, and actually it's a membership, you can then just make sure that they are sent directly to a thank you page, and then you can send it out from there. So I hope that helps. It is a workaround. Like I say, as with everything, it is always easier to have the paid version, because of course then everything is integrated. But if you can't afford the paid version, which some people can't, you would get a notification from Stripe that somebody has bought your product, and you could actually then just go in and manually send them what you need to do for now until you're in a situation to upgrade. So I hope that helped.